I want to make it a bit more dynamic so it's not just playing in a straight line. Since these are on group 22, I can probably set it with an area move. So as I get closer to these objects, which are on group 22, centered on the player, they're going to move down. Oh, that's not what I want. Okay, you see how it's working though? I think I want to actually move them plus 30. Didn't know how that was going to work. Yeah, you see right here, I'm kind of just pushing them out the way. Once I create a ceiling here, this is going to be much better. I'm actually going to give these a new group on the bottom, 23. And I'm going to change that area move up here to be focused on 23. So that way, I can still use 22 as the moving group for all of them, but then I can copy paste them onto the ceiling, make this group 24, and then just create another area move with this inverted so that the objects at the top go up instead of down. So now we should have a pretty cool effect. Okay, these are nowhere near close enough to each other. But this is so neat, right? Didn't expect this at all, but I can probably just move them super close to each other, like this. Just because of how strong that area move is. Yeah, this is sick. Like, all I have to do is just put a little obstacle inside, and this is awesome. To make it even more convincing, I just have to put these on something like T2, where I can control a shader to be. Then I can radial blur them down on themselves. This is actually really cool. I dig it a lot. I almost forgot about the tiny little saw blades at the very top here that should just very barely move. We're going to increase these by just a 0.1, so it goes 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. It doesn't really add much, but there's just a couple of extra little layers here. I like this a lot. Thing to do now is check it out in normal mode, but I'm just gonna check don't fade, don't enter preemptively. This is cool, but look at my wave. It kind of gets cut off on the left, and I don't like that. It makes it less convincing. I wanted these to be on the very foreground of the level, but if we just keep everything below B2, which I'm gonna put them on right now, it should still be fine. So let's just change the shader. Okay, we have this section now. This is neat. Then if we put a move trigger right now for group 22, which is the entire set, and move it 1,000 to the left, which is like 100 blocks. We gotta keep that as sign. I almost just put an ease in out. Just to make it consistent, we can just shift them all off. Let's just see. That's sick. It's just really badly timed. Let's just make that longer. Also, I'm going to copy paste these even further into the level. Now turning off link controls. And once we get to the end of this wave section, we can just pause and remove any objects that don't make it onto the screen. This should be fun. Let's see. We should have the transition here. It's still too early. It doesn't even get rid of them all, which is quite funny. But at this point, we should just be able to go like this and just delete all of these dudes.